Okay, so welcome.
Thank you, my friend.
Welcome. I met this guy on the beach and we find that there is good energy between us and we become a friend.
Yes.
Polaję ci. Polaję ci means I will pour you a water.
Okay.
Most of the Polish people they
Ah,
do it
okay.
when they're drinking. Normally vodka, but
Okay.
here we have uhai water.
High water.
Uhai water.
No vodka.
Okay. How to say na zdrowie?
Na zdrowie?
Yeah, na zdrowie in your language.
In
Like
Maasai?
every time, yeah, when you're drinking and you want to make like a small toast,
Yeah.
you say na zdrowie. It's like
So
for your health.
in Maasai we say enjipai.
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 Enjipai, my friend.
Enjipai, yeah.
Okay, so first question
Yeah.
is, please tell me like the ordinary day of Maasai, like from the sunrise till sundown.
Okay. You're most welcome. And of course, the life of Maasai. You mean Maasai boys?
Yeah, like your
Like-
day.
like ordinary
Just describe
Maasai
your
life.
day. Yeah. You call one is Maasai
Yeah,
and
the
Masaya is more.
Yeah, Maasai.
Masai.
Yeah, Maasai.
And one is
Maasai.
Masai.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that is the word that the other people call.
Okay. And then
Masai.
that name came from where?
It come from the Maasai people.
They call themselves Masaya.
Yes.
And what does it mean in your language?
Well, to try to translate in English, I would say Maasai means we don't care.
We don't care.
Yeah, in their own way. In
Yeah.
our own way.
Yeah.
Maasai means I beg you nothing. Maasai means whatever it can be. It is like the translation from whatever other cultures think
Uh-huh.
of the Maasai. We are okay, and
We are Masaya.
yeah, we don't care. Maasai.
Okay. Masai.
Yeah,
But you use that word in
Yeah.
your daily talk to talk with other people,
exactly.
Masai.
Yeah, of course, unless
So it has many meanings.
yeah, but
Okay.
I will. We speak Maasai language if I speak to the Maasai, but if I otherwise, I'm talking to someone like you, we can speak in a language that we can both understand. But if I see the Maasai, if we are only Maasai, we always speak in Maasai language. It's called Ma.
And what is like the childhood of Masaya? You already told me that every small kid wants to be a warrior because how you guys look, right?
Yeah.
And from which age you get in the stick? Is there some story with the stick?
Well, yes, the stick. It is something very important as a.
Can you show me the stick? You can talk and show me the
Of
stick.
course.
Yeah, tell me, what is the story with the stick?
The story with it is
The father is giving you the stick or you need to find your own stick?
well, since you are young, let's say 4 or 5 years, you are the boy, and
Mhm.
you are a very important person for the Maasai community,
And for
When
the
you-
father also.
or for the fathers also. Yeah.
You're like
And,
proud of a father.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
There is every reason to be proud. And okay, so when you are 4 years of age, you start to do to follow all the things that man has to do since
Mhm.
you are young. So we don't have a specific school
Mhm.
where you learn.
Like your father is the teacher of your life.
Exactly.
Okay.
Your father is the teacher of your life
Mm-hmm.
since you are born until to the end of the lives
Mhm.
of father or whatever. And so the father tried to teach you to become a good person or a good man
Mm-hmm.
among the Maasai community. And so he try always. The more you grow up, is the more you how you learn more.
Okay.
Wow.
Masaya.
But you have to know that Maasai, we don't kiss in public. It should be the very, very private between only you.
Only like
You and your
all the like touchy with your
No.
wife. Only when only you and wife
only.
in the room.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course, always. So otherwise,
So
you
there
don't-
was never orgy in the Maasai
Or
village.
what?
After in the Roman Empire, there was a huge orgies. Like the
Orgy.
soldiers, was sitting in the big like a chamber with some water and everything,
Yeah.
and they have lots of girls, and they're doing that everything in public, like 10 people, 20 people. So
Okay.
in your culture, it's not allowed something like that.
Like to have what you want to say is that
Like public sex is
no,
prohibited.
no, it's prohibited.
Okay,
It is.
it's not
really-
allowed.
It's not.
It's only a personal stuff
It's
between you
very,
and your
very
wife.
personal.
Okay,
Yeah.
and it's good, and it should be that way.
Of course.
Okay, so the boy is 6, and what you
Yeah.
can learn in the age of 6.
First, you learn how to look after the animals. You started by going when you know the children. I mean the goats. You know goats.
Goats, yeah.
Yeah, goats. So they start by looking after
The goats.
The goats.
Okay.
And then when they become maybe at the age of 16, I mean no, from the age of let's say 9 to 16, they learn how to defend the Maasai property, that is cows.
To defend.
To defend, yeah.
But-
I mean to protect
Yeah,
and
protect, but from what? What is the danger?
from
in that
any
place?
kind of danger. Yeah.
So there is like one standard protection
Yeah. Of course.
way.
I mean, you have to you try to learn a lot of the important things.
Like what?
Like
When you are 6 and 7 already?
I mean, from the age of 9.
Yeah, 9, yeah.
To 16,
Yeah.
you started to learn the life of a Maasai warrior, like becoming a soldier, and this is.
And you have like fighting between each other and that kind of
fight.
thing?
It happens, but
Yeah.
it's not because.
No, but like practice fighting.
No, we don't have
Practice.
No,
They're just showing you how to do it.
we don't have that. You don't have, you always be prepared for your self defense since you are like
Mm-hmm.
4 something up to 9 when I told you that you start to learn the most important things. Of course, there is a lot of transition of power from stage to stage, because when you are like 14 or to 18, you become a warrior. You start to become a warrior when
You are 18.
You are 18.
Okay.
And that is
Then you become a major,
yes.
not a boy anymore, a man.
Yeah.
And you need to prove it somewhere, somehow. There is a final test or something like that.
The final. Yes,
Like you need to put your hand into the bee's
final
nets.
the final test is when after you it's through initiation. Understand what I mean?
It's what?
Initiation.
Initiation, yeah.
Initiation.
How does it look like?
Yeah, that is the last thing you have to undergo. I mean, you get circumcised.
Yeah, of course.
And that is the last stage of becoming a warrior, and that is the big test, because then you cannot imagine that you are being circumcised, no painkiller medication, and you never have to show any sign of pain.
Uh-huh.
That is like 100 or even beyond who are watching you, surrounding you. So
100 people.
even it could be more.
So it's like people from not only your village,
Not only
but
your village,
many
it
villages.
is the big celebration. It's a
okay.
big one. It's one of the biggest ceremony for the Maasai.
Okay.
Very important. And this is when the people from all different villages, they come to that place where there is a ceremonial, and then after the ceremony you stay, let's say 3 months in a certain camp until you get healed.
Uh-huh.
And then you join, you get shaved, and then
Shaved. How you shaved your hair?
We
With the blade?
they use of course the razor.
Razor.
Razor, yeah.
And it's painful?
Shaving?
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends. Not painful. It depends. If you are not used it, you can feel it.
Because I'm shaving my head every 3 days.
Yeah.
But just with a normal razor because no hair here, so I
Oh.
want to look like I have hair here and here. That's why I'm just shaving like this.
That is why.
Yeah, that's my camouflage. That's my key to be young all the time.
Okay.
But I need to ask you about that thing on your...
the mark?
Yeah, on the mark.
This is the mark.
It's also
it's like
during that celebration?
Pardon?
It's happening during that.
It happened. No. This you undergo this. I don't even remember. I was young. I was maybe 4 years because I don't remember when
that happened.
Yeah, but they use a little very smooth wire metal. Yeah. They put it under the fire. But this is a women job. Mostly
the women is doing that to you.
Yeah, but mostly old women, not young women. It's mostly like
they also need to have this. The women also need to have this.
They have, but because it's like the necessary thing that everyone has, but they do when you are young, when you are a baby.
Okay.
Yeah, so
you don't remember, you just born with it.
Yeah, you feel like you're born with it, and it is like a branding.
Okay. So then, when you are like a teenager, the father is taking you like to the forest and showing you all the animals. Yeah. And how to protect from this animal, how to protect.
Exactly.
Because when you told me that cheetah is running 100 kilometers,
can you imagine? Minimum. I told you.
Yeah, minimum. So that's hard to imagine. How it ever happened like the cheetah attacked the Maasai village? Or it's not happened? Yeah. Or they are then messing around with people?
Cheetah, they can be in trouble, but mostly they are very peaceful.
Very peaceful.
Yeah, they can be very peaceful. But of course, when they see the gods, that is when they fight with Maasai. Okay. Because they
want to take the goats.
Yeah, because they don't hunt big animals. They hunt only goats or the small cheetahs. Cheetahs. Because they don't eat that much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the difference between the cheetah and the leopard?
Leopard? Okay.
Leopard and puma. You have puma also?
Yeah.
The black cat?
Yeah.
It's also there?
Puma? No, we don't have puma. Well, leopard has got dark spots.
Dog spots?
Yeah, dark. Okay. Black gold stripe color. That is one of the difference. And
more golden.
Yeah, and the second, of course, you can see the height of the leopard is higher.
Leopard is higher.
Yeah, leopard
but it's slower than cheetah.
Of course, you cannot
compare even.
Yeah, and they are in the form of hunting. They are also faster. They are they can jump. They can react quickly, even if they don't mean to kill you. But at least they just
can bite you.
They can bite you, hurt you, and then disappear. You cannot do anything because they are very quick.
And there is a special way to fight with the cheetahs. Or you just throwing, the spears.
Yeah, you use a spear, or sometimes some people they have poisons arrows.
Okay.
Yeah, but actually we don't hunt those kind of animals as a Maasai. We only hunt unless if they have a trouble with our animals.
Okay.
But otherwise, we don't
hunt those animals.
We don't hunt like cheetah.
Yeah.
Sometimes the warriors they hunt lions.
They hunt lions.
Yeah, because hunting and killing a lion in Maasai is like a big honor to show how
you did
strong Pardon?
You did that? You killed the lion?
To be honest, I haven't done it.
You haven't done
And
it.
maybe I once killed a leopard.
You
but
killed?
with the poison arrow.
Really? Like,
Yeah. And it took only maybe 5-6 minutes, and then when I was dead, because I had the dog.
and you guys are making those poisons
Yeah, there are
Ah,
specialist
okay.
people who can make it.
in the Maasai village?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is the only thing I have killed is
Leopard. From the tree or from the
It
land?
was from a tree.
From a tree.
I had a dog. And it was a very good dog. So I went to Zanzibar. It's like 8 years ago, I think. Yeah, something like this. And then I went to Zanzibar. I stayed for 8 months, and then when I went early, like 3 weeks before I would have gone home, and then my dog was killed by a leopard.
Oh.
And because the young boys were with this dog, so they neglect the dog.
Mm-hmm.
The dog was
Left alone.
in the middle of 3 leopard.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it was this dog was also very fierce, and in that battle, I lost
A dog.
the dog. And then when I went home,
You say revenge.
yes, and the guys, our little boys who are looking after goats, and then it was not in fact our animal, but I was traveling, and then the guy say, okay, we have seen 2 leopards in the in a place. I mean, it was in a certain area within the forest, and I say okay. And I went home, and then tomorrow, in the next day, I went with 3 of my best friends, and then we tried to hunt this leopard. I'm not sure if it is the one who killed my dog. But
leopard is leopard.
Leopard is leopard.
Yeah, it needs to be 1-1.
Yeah. See, this is the one. Come on, and we managed. We killed one. And the female escaped. Yeah.
With the poison?
No, I mean, no, we did. We could not catch her. We could not catch her.
Yeah, but you killed that leopard with the poison.
Yeah, with a poison. We used with a poison zero. Yeah.
So when you're young, you need to know how to hunt, how to shoot from the bow.
Yeah, you pack size.
And where is the training?
You train yourself in the forest with your fellows.
With your fellows in the jungle.
Yeah.
And you hunt whatever is there.
And you can just decide, okay, we can try how far we can reach our spear.
Okay. And
then you start to compete. And sometime you learn also how talent, how much you are good in it.
So there was always one guy who was doing that exactly in the spot.
Yeah, of course there are, and you cannot all be the same, because you can say, okay, we everyone has got his own spear, and then you stand in a distance and you stay, okay, now today we have an exercise. Then you try to throw your spear, and we all have to stand in the same line. And then
you throw the spear.
The spear. So
and after
the one who throw beyond, he will be considered a star.
As a champion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if other people will not care. Will not care if you.
But you are throwing the spear only up, or like on the cross.
Mostly
in front of you.
It depends how distance and how. The animal that you are trying to shoot with a spear, and there are different ways of throwing. You can either throw higher to drop it, and mostly it's like this.
It's like you train high.
Yeah, but you have to balance.
Yeah,
you have to balance. So otherwise, the spear will fall in a wrong way, and then a lion then will
will know.
Will deal with you. So can you imagine?
Really? But you have
to fight
with a lion?
Yeah. In that case, because if you throw your spear and you miss the lion, that means
know that you want to kill him.
You will pay the price. So you must not miss shooting.
Okay. So you need to know how to hit at the first time.
Exactly.
Because otherwise it can be
otherwise
hard.
You can be charged. Yeah.
It can hunt you.
Of course.
And bite you.
Yes, it can smash you down. Yeah. And
smash you down. That's a good word. Smash you down.
Yeah. So,
and what is more dangerous is the lady lion or the king?
Well,
when he's angry,
it is very obvious that the female are mostly trouble, and then especially when they have cubs, the babies. I mean, they can be very hard. Yeah, very hard. And then anything that come across, you are not lucky. Whether it's a human, whether another. They are very good in defending female, and even in hunting. The female are the one is like the judge of hunting.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they are bringing the food to the king.
Yeah. And when the kids are.
I think it's your phone.
Yeah. When the kids are.
So today a Maasai, and he get a really like a different style. You know, the hair was. He was shaved here on the side. Here he had like a long hair with some white things on it. Yeah. So this is you have also like a fashion, and mainly like the women are doing that or men.
No. That is a problem of globalization. So you find now a lot of Maasai having a different kind of fashion, like what they call kiduku. Kiduku, like you shave here and here. Yeah. They call kiduku. Kiduku. Okay. That's what they call in Swahili. I don't know in which language. So they try, when they see things, they also try to be that kind. It's young people, and this is a big problem because even it means that more in that way they are abandoning their own culture. Yeah, why would I need a kiduku?
So it was not made in Maasai village.
No.
That's a fashion.
Yeah, okay. And that's one of the reasons here that it is even for some tourists they don't it is not easy to differentiate the Maasai and the local people, because sometimes the people the Maasai, they dress in Maasai, and another time they change clothing. So the world is getting.
Yeah. And you think it's good for Maasaias or no?
Yeah, for the future of the culture and traditions, a lot of important things that should not be abandoned are going to be abandoned. That is sad.
Yeah, that's sad thing.
Yeah, because the culture is changing so quickly right now because of a lot of reasons, like poverty back in the village and a drought. Cows are dying, starving. And then,
really?
Yeah, because the land is getting very small. So we don't have
much place to move.
Much place.
Normally you could before go between Kenya and Tanzania, no problem.
Free. But so the land is become very tiny. Most land have been taken by the government for national park and for some investment, something like this. So
they just moved you a little bit back. They say, okay, you can still keep the land.
Yeah.
Because before you just live freely on that land.
Of course, yeah.
No problem. After the government came,
we had no.
So government is not a good thing. It's taking your freedom.
Yeah, you cannot do anything.
Yeah.
Next to them, they are the master. They have knife.
An army and guns.
Yeah, that's what I
And they
mean.
don't care.
Yeah.
And you guys also have guns or no? Are you not using
As
guns?
Maasai, of course, now in modern world, people have guns.
People have.
Yeah.
For the
For whatever
bad moment.
Yeah, for the bad moment.
Bad moment, you need to be
Yeah,
protected.
of course.
Right.
Sometimes you need it to be well equipped. Otherwise,
well equipment.
Yeah.
Well, what?
Well equipped.
Equipped. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the good word.
Yeah.
You need to be prepared for any situation.
Yeah.
So you see, but now in Poland, they
That's-
took all the guns from the people. We don't have any weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now the government signed a paper that if something wrong in Poland, they can call army from other European country. So like if people will say we want to change something in the government,
Yeah.
they can send some army from different countries
Yeah.
to bring back the peace.
What?
You get me?
That is one of the things I don't understand.
And that's why people don't have even weapon. Even if the enemy will go right now to our country, most of the people don't know how to defend and they don't have the weapon to defend.
Yeah.
You guys have, right? You need to have.
We have spear.
Yeah, we have spear.
And poison arrows.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't have like.
I know the army and
Yeah.
helicopters for sure. You don't have.
We don't because maybe most of people don't even know how to use it. Sometimes there are people, if you will give them a gun, they will throw away. They don't know
Yeah.
and they can still face you with your gun. So sometimes guns can also.
But you ever think like to hunt the animals with the guns? It's easy. When you have a sniper rifle, you just go in the grass. You know, you're gonna hunt everybody from like 50 meters.
But that is not
She
fair.
not see you and just dead.
Come on.
And you're like, yeah, that's what people are doing, right, in Africa.
Yes,
They
also
pay
that
money
is
for
sad.
this.
In my
That's
district,
sad.
of course, that we have people hunting, obtain a license, and then they go and they hunt. And they can.
But they have like a list of the animals that can be killed, right?
Yes, of course, because otherwise there are kind of an animal when you kill.
Which animal, like when you see directly, it will attack you, like no question.
Okay.
There is.
There are because it depends in which distance you see the animals. Because if you see, for example, a rhino, if you come in front of a rhino, you don't expect the rhino to go away, to run after you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it will come straight
to you.
Yes, it will come straight.
Always. The rhino will always attack you if he sees you.
Yeah. But as a human, you are clever, you know that, let's say as Maasai, you can know that this dangerous animal, and then you can avoid, because you know what will trouble them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I can tell you the wild animal, or let's say animals, they have very strong feelings. I think even more than human. They have very strong feelings that if there is any danger, even if they don't see, they can feel it. Yeah, they can feel it, and they are
bad energy. They can feel the bad energy.
And so when you are like, I can, for example, travel in the middle of jungle at midnight, no problem. And maybe there is a lot of dangerous, like snakes.
Mm-hmm. So you walk already alone in the dark in the jungle?
Mm-hmm. Many times.
Yeah.
Like we move when during, for example, the rainy season, we have to move to other parts where there is much, because after rain there is like water in the what they call ponds.
Mm-hmm.
So in those ponds, in those areas there is always availability of all kind of grass that is which is required for the animals healthy. And then of course it is rain season and no house. So you need only a torch and fire and a few.
And you're making the torch
stuff.
from what? From
the torch like
petrol?
from town.
From town.
Yeah, but we don't have this kind of like with petrol. No, we make a big fire. That is
Okay.
yeah, we make a big fire, and when it rains, the fire goes. And then nothing. Then you have to stand in the rain, and then the whole night. Yeah, and this is life.
Really?
Yes.
Like you're standing on the rain.
You can stand. Oh,
and
you can sit.
And you have no house at that
No
moment.
house.
So on the raining season, you guys are staying outside, not inside.
Yeah, if you are in this kind in those camps where we move cows, yes, of course. But in the village where there is a like permanent residence, of course, we have houses.
Yeah.
Maybe not Mzungu houses or.
But sometimes you need to go really far away with your cows and sheep, right?
Yeah, and you can sometimes.
What was the farthest distance that you need to go?
There was a day I traveled in the forest for at least 24 hours.
You was walking in the one direction, 24 hours.
24 hours. Yeah.
So it's quite far.
From the morning until next morning.
You was walking.
Mm-hmm.
And then you stay. You find a nice place.
Yeah. Then
but
I reached the camp where our animals moved during the dry season.
Okay.
Yeah. So you walk. I walk in the whole forest. I was also by myself.
Only without any friend.
No friend. Only by myself, but.
With animals, with your goats.
No, I mean animals were already there, so I had to go to bring the medicine. Yeah.
So that was one of the most dangerous time in your life, or no?
No. You mean you didn't ask the most dangerous? There are many dangerous, but.
But what was like the most dangerous day in your life?
The most that is unforgettable is I know very well. Yeah, it was a time I was 16 years. I was 16 years of age, and I was traveling with my mom. And we traveled from the morning till it was 1, and there was like we had to rest under the shade of a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then we stayed there for like 3, 4, 5 minutes or 20 minutes, and then we had to continue. We were going really very far by walking only. And then after we traveled, we walked like 300 meters, and there was a little corner, and then I saw a big python. The big one. I think it was the biggest one. Big python fighting with a snake.
With other snakes.
Yeah, it was a kind of cobra.
Mm-hmm. And they was fighting on the ground or on the trees?
And
on the ground.
Yeah, they were fighting under the ground. Yeah. And there was like a little small kind of grass, short bush.
Mm-hmm.
So they were fighting, throwing each other from other direction. And I could not turn back because I think I was almost, let's say this table. I was ready because I was walking very fast. Mm-hmm. And I stood up. And
it was dark?
Yeah. It was
daytime.
It was midday.
Midday.
So I had to, the cobra and started to face ourselves. I mean, me and my mom. And my mom, she just went horrible. And then I find I had a knife, and I cut a piece of wood like this, for example.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to take my mom away. I had to, and then I went in the bush and I cut a piece of wood like this, and I shaped it both sides, and then I made it five of them.
Like this?
Yeah.
Five.
Okay. Heavy one.
Okay.
And I started a battle.
You start the battle.
I started a battle, and I never scared snake before, and so I started this battle. I say, okay, whatever it is going to be, I have to deal with this. It was really a battle to deal with a python.
So wait, so the python was a little bit at the back, and the cobra was facing you.
Was facing you.
So the cobra already forget about the python.
Yeah.
So what the python did at that moment?
Pardon?
So what the python was doing at the moment when the cobra wants to fight with you?
You know, the cobra was a little bit lighter than the python. Mm-hmm. The python was big
and heavy.
The snake was being thrown much far. Mm-hmm. So the person was kind of I was much closer to the cobra, which is the one I was even scared than
the most.
Yeah. And so I had to okay, the snake. I said, okay, this snake's gonna kill me, but okay, anyway, I no escapement, because you have always to deal. You cannot run something like that. For example, at that time, for me, that time.
Yeah.
So I had to kill.
I'm a Maasai.
Yes. I say, okay, and I'm a warrior.
Yeah, and you're a warrior.
Like, it will be shameful.
Yeah.
If I see and I'm with my mom,
and you didn't protect her, you will feel bad.
It shouldn't be. There shouldn't be a battle here. Yeah, and then
so you took the spear. You have that 5.
Actually, I didn't have the spear. I had the
stick.
Knife. Yeah, and I started, and at the end, I managed to injure it to broke the back of the
from the head.
Yeah,
you cut the head.
No, I shoot with this pieces of wood that I told you that I made, and then I broke the back of the snake, and okay.
With the spear.
Yeah,
with the stick.
Yeah.
You throw the snake and you get him.
Yeah, and
first shot.
Yeah, in the back, but it was after 3 times throwing.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So I broke the back, and then. Okay, the python was like this, and I was like, okay.
What was the color of the python?
The python was white spotted.
White yellow.
Yeah, not white yellow. It was white dark. It was dark.
It was dark with white.
Yeah.
With white. Ah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then so and they say, okay, the cobra is. It cannot move, that it cannot run away anymore. And then so I say, okay, now I had my knife, and then I say, okay, so the knife I will have to use with python. Yeah, because it is.
I think we end up on this with the python. So you break the neck of the cobra.
Yeah. Then I break it was the back of the cobra, and then I took off my knife. And then I tried to deal with the python.
And what you did?
And eventually it happened. It came to the point that I could not. I had to come closer to the python, because I said, if I throw my knife and I miss this python, it's gonna be trouble. So I had to find a way. And as I was about to cut it on the neck, then it jumped to another side, and its tail was around my leg.
Really?
Yeah, and
it was hard.
Yeah.
You feel hard squeeze.
Yeah, of course. And then luckily I found it was in the left side. And I say, okay, here is where I have to try, and I had to cut
The head.
by the head.
And you cut.
Yeah, but it was in a distance, and then I
Yeah.
had to jump, watching it is trying to survive. After
So
after
the
that,
python escaped, or you cut the
no,
head?
no, no. I killed.
Yeah.
I killed, and but the whole body was there, and the head was separated. And I had when I found out the injury, I went closer, and then I cut it.
Okay.
Then I threw the head apart, left the rest of the body. The body trying to jumping.
Ah, yeah, the nerves. The nerves were still.
Yeah.
But he let it go. You like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the cobra was not yet dead, but could no longer walk.
Move.
And then I had to do the same thing. I had to
cut the head.
To cut the head, and then
Okay.
and then I made a fire with wood.
Uh-huh.
So, and my mom had run away, crying. Yeah, she was.
But she came back.
Yeah.
And say that she's proud of you because you saved.
She was complaining. I say, okay, you stay there. Don't talk to me. And then I made a fire, and I make dried grass, and I put in within this. I collect all those kind of creatures.
And you eat.
And then I burn it, and then I left.
Burn it.
Yeah.
So you guys not eating the snakes?
No, we don't eat.
Snakes are not good.
Can you imagine eating a snake?
Yeah, people eating snakes. Yeah, there is. On Philippines, for example, they eat everything. They eat lizards, they eat snakes, they eat frogs, they eat rats. From everything they can make food.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and when you ask them how it tastes, like a chicken.
That you cannot tell the Maasai that. Okay, we don't eat wild animal either. We only eat beef from cows and goat and lamb and milk. That is our main food. Yeah.
Okay, I wish I have more time to speak with you. I think next time I would like to really meet you in Tanzania.
You are most welcome.
To go hunt with you.
Yeah, I'm always welcome. You are very, very welcome. Very invited.
Thank you very much.
Karibu sana Tanzania.
Yeah. Huh?
Karibu sana Tanzania.
Karibu sana Tanzania. What does it mean?
It means you are most welcome to Tanzania.
And you are welcome in Poland.
Asante sana.
Asante sana. Thank you.
Okay.